What's up, guys, and welcome to another edition of Market Marauders, beating the market one trade at a time. If you're new to Market Marauders, investment channel helps you to find the best deals in the market. That's something you're interested in. Make sure that thumbs up definitely helps the YouTube algorithm promote the videos. All right, so I'll be giving you my top stocks that you can buy today for under $1. So I know penny stocks are all the rave. Everybody wants to be, the next Jordan Belfort, the next Wolf of Wall Street out there. So I'm going to give you guys some of my watch list of penny stocks under $1. So let's jump into it. So the first one is ticker sign BNGO. They ended the day at the time of this video at 52 cents. And they are, I would say, still bearish, noted by the moving average 10 line, being below the moving average 50 line. So it looks like they went down just a little bit today, but are still on quite a little steady uptrend. So I would look for them for an early morning mover. On the channel, I like to give some background information on the stock. So let's jump into some background information on them and see what they have going on. So they just had an earnings that came out pretty recently. So it says their total revenue was $2.2 million for the 3 months that ended September 30th, 2019, up to 86% sequentially from $1.2 million in the prior quarter. Third quarter revenue was down 33.7% compared to $3.3 million the prior same period, 2019. And that's to be expected, in my personal opinion. A lot of companies were hurt pretty heavily by the pandemic, so I expect numbers to be down for all companies basically across the board. So that's not a surprise there. Cost of revenue, so the total cost of revenue decreased by 0.9 or 38.5% to $1.5 million for the 3 months ended September 30th, 2020, compared to $2.4 million for the same period in 2019. The decrease was driven by a change in the mix of revenue between instrument sales and our regiment rental program. So the decrease was partially offset by an increase in cost of consumables as the number of units sold increased 34%. So they have some pretty, down subjects, but they do have some upbeat notes that are going on. They also down here talk about how they were affected by the pandemic. So a lot of things going on with the company. I think the company is pretty interesting, the things they do. I would say, go read up on them, do your own due diligence on the company before you jump in to actually, buy the company. But, they're talking about DNA isolation, process for tumor sampling, and, just a lot of cool medical things going on with this company. So I'd say definitely go check them out. And I have them on my watch list because they are, pretty cheap. So going to the next one, we got ticker sign OCGN, and that is for Ocugen Incorporated. They ended the day today at the time of the video at 29 cents. So looking at them, they are bearish. They are bullish, noted by the moving average 10 being above the moving average 50 and 100. So they are bullish at the time of this video. VWAP is up as well. So that's a pretty good sign. I would look for them to be an early morning mover as well, since their VWAP is up at the close of the market. So background information on them, November 6th, they had an earnings. So basically talked about all the stuff that they were doing. So for their third quarter, cash equivalents and restricted cash totaled $19.3 million as of September 30th, 2020, compared to $7.6 million as of December 31st, 2019. The company had 162.0 million shares of common stocks outstanding as of September 30th. Research and development expenses for the 3 months September 30th, 2020 are $1.5 million compared to $1.3 million in the 3 months ended September 30th, 2019. So they raised their expenses by, looks like $200,000, which, year over year, that kind of makes sense. It's not, too alarming of a metric to me. General and administrative expenses in the 3 month in September 30th, 2020 were $1.7 million compared to $1.4 million in 3 month ended September 30th, 2019. So they raised their expenses and they raised the amount of money that they use for R&D. So with companies like this, especially in the medical field, R&D takes out a significant amount of the budget. So it's not a surprise that that amount was taken out. On here, they have a couple of highlights of the stuff that they're doing, so you can go read that. It's on their press release. It's all public information. Just Google it. You'll find out more. So I have my press release. I have them on my watch list because I think the company is moving in the right direction. And, seeing year over year, especially with the pandemic going on, their burn rate was not, dramatic like some of the hospitality companies that you saw. I think that's a pretty good metric for the company overall. So going to the next company, we have ticker sign NXTD for NXTD. They ended the day at at 41 cents. So 41 cents was the metric that they ended. They are bullish. They're on a little bullish uptrend at the current moment, at the time of this video. So that's pretty good for the company overall. Going to some background information on them. They make mobile security for mobile words. So it's kind of like a little ID badge that they have that uses the IoT, which is the Internet of Things, which is, a growing market, IoT in general. So going into section on them, they have their annual meeting and stuff going on. But one of the things that I wanted to read to you that they have is this corporate profile. So the corporate profile provides technology products and services for healthcare applications. Company has extensive experience in access control, biometrics, and behavior metric identity verification, security and privacy, encryption, data protection, and sensor technology. So I think all of these things combined are going to be implemented in the future. I mean, if you see on the phones, they already have biometric, things on the phone, contact tracing. I think, this is kind of one of those niche markets, but I think a company like this is definitely poised to take advantage of all the innovations that are going to be coming out in the future. It seems like they already have the technology for it, and I think it's just waiting for a bigger company to take hold or to get a partnership with them in order for them to continue to grow as a company. So I think they have a pretty okay product. Smart devices like the Fitbit, Apple Watches and stuff like that are not going away anytime soon, and especially having the capability to add biometrics to these different devices to monitor security and all this other stuff like encryption and data and store data. I think is going to be the future of technology. So definitely going to keep them on my radar, and I understand why they are bullish with the way technology is going. So last, we're going to go into Express. Express is a clothing store. I have been to Express before. They have one at the mall that I've been to. The whole retail sector, in my personal opinion, was hit pretty hard. And the only Expresses that I have seen have been in malls. So I don't know if that was a factor for them. Definitely interested to see, sales numbers from them. If we look, they ended the day at 89 cents. But going on here, on December 3rd, they have a conference call. So I'd encourage everybody to go look at that conference call, go listen in, and see what their online order sales are. Online orders is definitely the metric to look for when considering investing to a retail stock, especially one that is posted into a lot of different malls, considering malls have been, open, closed. Some of them are open, some of them are closed, but more people not going out because of the pandemic. So definitely look to see Express's online numbers, and if their online numbers have significantly increased and they've increased their revenue, then I'd say, yeah, it's a pretty good stock I would consider, especially the price being at 90 cents where it currently is at, or at 89 cents, which is what this says. I would definitely consider, holding a couple shares or two, especially because they're under $1. So good luck to everybody out there trading. I hope this video helps you. Drop a comment down below. Tell me what stocks you guys are looking at. Hit that thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe for more videos just like this. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.